A Charlotte teacher has hit on something big that you are going to want to hear when it comes to making money. Brian Lee was teaching a financial literacy class at Providence Day School when he realized he and others like him could benefit from the exact same thing. At the core of his teachings is the idea that building a nest egg is not just for the wealthy, and that knowing how to manage your money can be life-changing, and it's something we can all do, no matter the income level. Lee started offering one-on-one counseling to fellow educators and others who admit they're so focused on paying bills, they don't even think about investing.
And I knew the importance of it. I had started to see, but I didn't think that it was accessible to me, to be honest. As somebody who didn't come from money, who doesn't really have a lot now, I always looked at, trading as something for stockbrokers.
And now we are hoping to help you at home with some very important investing guidance from Brian Lee himself. Thank you so much for being here. Money is something that a lot of us have difficulty with, but we don't talk about it enough. So I'm glad that you are here. And one of our goals, of course, at WCNC Charlotte is to help viewers. So we asked viewers to send in their money questions, and we're hoping you can answer some of them for us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you.
So the first question, and I think this is something that a lot of us can relate to. A viewer on Instagram asked how to get out of the paycheck to paycheck cycle. They went on to say, as a renter whose rent continues to increase while wages remain stagnant, how do you get out of this and actually start building wealth for yourself?
Well, that's an outstanding question, and it's so difficult. Everyone's situation is so different. There's so many layers. Eggs cost $50 a dozen now. I mean, it is just unbelievable. So, there's always the standard answers like, spend less than you earn and, live below your means. And it's I wish it were that simple, and it is very difficult. The one thing that I can recommend to viewers is save whatever you can. The best way I believe that you can keep savings and investing on schedule is to automate it. If it's just $10 a week, that can add up to quite a bit. So consistent small bits is better than nothing. So
you're right, because if you make it automatic, it's something you don't even see, so you don't know you can use that $10.
100%.
And really, every little bit helps.
Absolutely. Again, even if it's $10, $20 a week, a great strategy is automating it on payday. So the moment you get paid, automate a withdrawal
have it in a savings account.
Absolutely.
Because we need to get out of that vicious cycle. I think that's the biggest struggle.
Right.
So piggybacking off of that question, let's say you do start saving up and you realize maybe I should start investing this money, but you don't know where to start. One of our viewers is asking, what should step one be? Yeah,
I think education is the first piece. Familiarize yourself with what you're buying. First of all, you want to be very careful. The old adage is, if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Be careful of get-rich-quick schemes. This is not very exciting, but typically it's the truth. And so this is not the most exciting thing, but a lot of financial professionals recommend investing in what we love to call these low-cost, broad-based index funds and mutual funds. So you get a large part of the market. And so I think one of the misconceptions that a lot of new investors is that they've got to pick winners. They've got to pick individual companies. And that's not the case. So
Is this kind of like slow and steady wins the race?
Absolutely. So you're going to buy a large piece of the market, invest in a lot of stocks through these index funds and mutual funds. And you just it's the slow and steady race. So
you can't expect to get rich overnight. All right.
Absolutely.
Another viewer asked about I-bonds. I don't even know what an I-bond is, so this is an education for me as well. So are they a good idea? But first, what are they?
Yeah, so I-bonds they've become very popular recently. They have a very high interest rate, and they certainly are. They're a great way to diversify someone's portfolio. Certainly look into it before you buy it. It does have certain stipulations. You have to hang on to them for a number of years. I believe it's 5 to get the full interest rate. And you have to have a minimum of you have to own them for at least 1 year before I believe you can without penalty, basically.
Right.
So there are a lot of stipulations. So there are rules to it. And the interest rate for I-bonds do change every 6 months. So you may not know what's coming up. I believe a few months ago they were 10%, and now they're currently around 6%.
So it's a bit more risky.
Yeah, and they do perform well, and they're designed to help investors diversify their portfolio and beat inflation, or at least try to keep up with inflation.
Brian Lee, thanks so much.